Hey there, Podcast Explorer. Craving something fresh and exciting? Dive into Talk Time with Cecilia, your go-to source for intriguing conversations and inspiring stories. Whether you're into podcasts, vlogs, or vlogs, Cecilia's got you covered. Ready to learn more and level up your listening game? Explore thinkcecilia.blog to join the adventure. Don't miss out. Get tuned in today.
Hey guys, how are you doing today? This is Cecilia of Talk Time with Cecilia. Today we're going to be talking about AI engineering and software development. I've ran into some gems online that I think you guys would be interested in. First off, about 2 years ago, I developed a website called Cecilia the AI Engineer.online. And basically it showcases my AI engineering skills with building tools and generating images. And so on this website called Leonardo.ai, I'll leave in the description, it allows you to generate images that are futuristic or cartoonish or just basic like fantasy types of images. And the cool thing about it is that you can develop a certain type of style with the images. And then there's another website that I developed my tools on, and that was the theforgeai.com, and I'll leave in the description as well. And basically what it allows you to do is produce an AI tool that can practically do just about anything. You know, the Gemini that is with Google, and Meta AI that is with Facebook, and then I believe it's Core with Microsoft. Basically, those are the type of tools that I was able to build with theforgeai.com. And I have one called the Zodiac Birth Chart, where you enter in your birth information from the time you were born, the day, your fortune, you know, what type of fortune you're looking for, your zodiac sign, your rising sign. And it allows you to see exactly what your natal chart, thorough reading of a natal chart is. And on the back end, it's a little difficult to explain, but you have input, and that's basically what you want the person to put in, which is what I just described, which is the birthday, the Libra, the zodiac Libra sign, or something to that effect. And then the output, you want to tell the back end of the Forge AI tool to output, you know, what the person actually is asking for. And you want to tell it to output, like you would say, AI generate a thorough birth chart reading of these few inputs, based on these inputs, and it will. So AI is pretty smart. And at the time we were on GPT 3 and 4, and now I believe it's 4.0 or 4.3 or something like that. So we were on an older version, so I don't know if those even still work, but they're up on the site. And right now I've been working with a website called Bolt, BOLT.new, NEW. And I started back in March. And basically, it's an AI-driven code generator. And what it allows you to do is you can either code on one side or generate code based on what you tell it to do. And those subscriptions, software subscription websites, that's pretty much what I was able to do with it. I started with a cookbook idea, and I said, AI, generate first I started off with a login page, and login recovery, and it did that. Then I said, generate a dashboard with recipes that you can input, and then cookbooks that you can input, and then allow both of them to export EPUB, which is a Amazon feature for Kindle, generate an exported version of a PDF or Word document, because all three is accepted by Amazon. So this is a way to create a digital cookbook. And so once you input all of your recipes, it allows you to go ahead and input all the recipes into the cookbook side. And then once you generate the PDF for the cookbook, all the recipes will come in the order that you inputted all the recipes, and it'll have the title, the picture, and the recipe itself with all the directions. It's pretty cool. And I stopped. I think they give you like 30 million points to work on it, and I stopped at about, I guess you could say, I think 8 hours. 8 hours takes up about 30 million points, and that was like $30. And you have to wait a month before you can do it again, or you can upgrade to Teams instead of personal. And you can work on the same site under Teams for another $30. And that it lasts about 8 hours, because if you're doing a lot of revisions, a lot of corrections, it's going to take up a lot of your points. So it was like 20 million tokens. So it's pretty cool, guys. The tech industry is really moving in the SaaS direction. They say by 2027, SaaS, software for sale, the subscription websites are going to generate up to $1.9 trillion. So it's going to be a $1 billion industry. That's a lot of money to make. So just in case you want to hire somebody on Fiverr to build you out a SaaS website, I really highly recommend it. Or if you want to play around and see if you can build it yourself, go to bolt.new, as I was just speaking about, bolt.new. And if you need some tools to generate images, videos, voiceovers, there's a site called futuretools.io, futuretools.io. And you can just Google it, just put in Future Tools. And it's the world is, if you're just bored at home and you're unable to get much done, you're not sure as to what to do with your time, it's so much to do with AI, and you can make money off of it. And even if you can't generate any income, you can bring people to knowledge about what it is AI does if you research enough about it, And OpenAI has really, taken things up to another level, because people are able to build their own tools and make their own money. There's another one called Pickaxe, Pickaxe, where you can build out tools as well, and AI tools. And it's free. It gives you points every month to generate your own tool. So I did a nail art generator where it generates, certain color nails based on the size, color, texture, things like that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to take you to a commercial real quick, and I'll come back in and I'll talk about a little more of this AI stuff. Okay.
Tune into Talk Time with Cecilia, where innovation meets expertise. Whether you need advanced AI engineering or cutting-edge software development, our team is ready to elevate your project. Connect with Cecilia Ada today by emailing cecilia.ada@outlook.com. Discover the difference with professional podcast insights woven into every episode. Thank you for listening to Talk Time with Cecilia, your gateway to tech transformation.
Okay, I'm back, guys. I want to thank you for tuning in to Talk Time with Cecilia. Basically, right now, I have been looking at the outcome of AI and where it has been moving, and I wonder if the little guy is going to get oversaturated with big business, basically having more say into where AI is headed. Because, when AI started about 23 years ago, it wasn't open to the public. And now that you have the Raspberry Pi apps and devices and the Alexas, it's an open source for people to build their own AI. And I'm just curious as to, where everything is going to head in the next 5 to 6 years. And will the little guy get a chance to put their hands on that pool of money that is going to make for a lot of SaaS development, AI tool development, and so on. Tech is something that is promising because people can't live without their phones. The swipe, like, and sharing, and the sales revenue and ads revenue from the social media for content creators, because now everybody has to earn $1 with content creating, because they're turning in all the users into content creators, just giving them opportunity to make their own money. And it's really cool. I'm just curious. Anybody want to drop a comment or send an email? My email is cecilia.ada@outlook.com. That's CECILIA.A as an apple, D as in dad, A as an apple at outlook.com. And if you find that there is anything that is different or sketchy, like the copyright regulations haven't been put in place for AI just yet. So for the writers who use AI and ChatGPT and Quill.io, I believe, those writing tools for AI. If you find that there is not anything people should look forward to on the writing side of AI, let me know, because I'm truly curious, because I do a lot of blogging with AI. I put in most of what I want it to say, and it just kind of generates based on my words. And I wonder if if you think if it's fair or not fair, for writers to use AI, or if you think it's deceiving or things like that. I'm not really sure, but I know one thing. I know it's revolutionary for people's time to be cut in half, because that Bolt.new, it cut my time in half with building sites. And I was just floored. I was amazed at what it could do. And I'm just wondering if anybody else thinks the same way, because Bolt.new is just like, oh my God, I was able to build a SaaS website in less than 30 minutes, cut my time in half, cut my costs in half, well, in quadruples, because I believe it costs like $4,000 to get a SaaS website, a good one made, and, tested, and up and running on the web, so it trips me out. It really trips me out how, there's all this stuff that we have going on. Anyway, it cut my time in half. I was really amazed. It's by Stack Blitz. Stack Blitz put out Bolt.new, BOLT.NEW. And Stack Blitz is a young grassroots company that's coming up with AI-driven code generator. And ChatGPT can generate some pretty good code too. I created a model fashion calculator where women and men can keep up with their pay rate, based on what they're paid hourly, either flat base pay and their buyout pay times the amount of percentages taken out for self-employed taxes, and it generates, the amount, and then you can export a PDF of the calendar of your work gigs that you have coming up, plus what you'll be making that year. So I'm still working on it, but man, this is some gems out here, and there's some gems stuck in our mind if we can just think of it, write down the idea and flesh it out, or get somebody to help flesh it out. If you can tell the coder what you're looking for, you can wrap your mind around it or do a little research, I'm sure you can come up with a dynamic idea. But I'm going to cut to a song here, and I'll be back. You guys have a great one.
I see the flashback right in your eyes. They whisper secrets like the moon in the sky. Your heart beats in rhythm, a melody sweet. I promise forever we'll never miss a beat. Hold me close, don't let me go. Love me, baby, forever we'll shine. Dancing through life, your heart next to mine. You're my forever, my one true fate. Let's write our story, it won't wait. In every moment, in every embrace, you paint my world with your warm grace. Your laughter echoes a song so divine. Each day together, our souls intertwine. Forever starts with you and me. Love me, baby, forever we'll shine. Dancing through life, your heart next to mine. You're my forever, my one true fate. Let's write our story, it won't wait. Love me, die.
Hey guys, I'm back. That was Love Me Forever. Hope you like that. That's an AI generated song. Something I came up with on the Donna AI app. AI is so amazing. I can't put it down, but I haven't really generated anything but a few images here recently. I did a picture of Moses leading the Israelites across the Red Sea, and the face of God, and I think the rapture. I've been playing around with so much, just trying to see, what AI, will come up with, and it's just beautiful and amazing. And most of those images I generate in Leonardo.ai. Leonardo.ai, Leonardo.ai. I'll put it in the description. But hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. And just remember, if you have an idea, don't leave it in your mind. Write it down. Just write it. And put it in your journal. Pray over it. Whatever you do. If you're not a believer, just do what you do best over what you do. And if you believe in the universe or whatever you believe in, just do your best to put your ideas down. Those are blessings, those inklings that you get, those light bulbs that go off and like, I wonder if that's a good idea. It probably is. So, try your best to put it down on paper and get somebody to help you with it. Even if you scan it in and go to Fiverr.com and save you some money, or if you have the money, get somebody on Fiverr or Upwork to work on your project that you can trust, that won't steal your idea or duplicate it. Get them to sign a disclosure, because when you're dealing with payment options and payment integrations to your website, you want full control of something like that. You want to be transparent, but you don't want to be so transparent that somebody will steal your customers ID or their money. So just be mindful of that. Those are some things I have been thinking about, and build you up a team that will build out a dynamic app, for mobile app or web app, that will make you some money, because that's where everything is headed. Everybody's on their phone, so they rely on apps and web apps for everything. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for tuning in to Talk Time with Cecilia, and I wish you the best.